Okay team, so in this video we are going to make a restore on the block volume. Alright, so as you see here, we created a block volume with we created like a block volume and mounted it to the mount point, and in this mount point we created like two files, one is text file and one folder. So what we are going to do, we are going to take a fresh backup and then we'll make a restore. We are here in the block volume backups. Sorry. So this is the block volume itself. We say create a manual backup. Backup 2 as a full backup it is, and create block volume. Okay, backup request received, full backup. Once the backup will happen, we are going to go ahead with the restoration process. So restoration is quite straightforward. The thing is, whatever the backup is available, okay, on that backup itself we are going to right click and we'll say okay, restore block volume. When we click here on the restore block volume, what will happen, okay, it's already there, backup is done. Okay, once the backup is done, we'll say okay, restore. So we'll say okay, before restoring, what we are going to do, /u01, okay, these two folders are there. Consider any disaster has happened. Okay, so nothing folder, nothing is left here on this u01 directory. Any human mistake can happen. Disaster happened, we need to make a restore. So we say okay, like restore v1, you can say. Okay, so it's the same block volume size which the backup before, when we were taking a backup, the size of the volume was 500 GB, and when we are trying to make a restore, 500 GB is there, and you can make it custom as well. You can increase it or decrease it according to your requirement. You want to attach what backup policy to it, up to you, based to the scope. And we say okay, restore the block volume. So what will happen right now, as I said, from the backup itself, when we click the restore, it will come under the block volume, so it will consider it as a new volume. So this is considering okay, new volume is here. So as per the action plan, first of all, what we are going to do, we'll go to this instance, okay, and we'll try to remove this volume, because this volume is affected one. Some disaster has happened, somebody has deleted the folders or the data, and we are going to restore from the backup itself. In order to detach it, okay, you can click here and make a detach, but before, make sure like you need to remove the entry in the fstab file and to properly detach it, so that the operating system should remain healthy. So first of all, what we are going to do, we are inside the machine itself. Let's check /u01 or go to /umount -f u01. Alright, and we say fstab, and we are going to comment the entry so that there is no dependency left. etc fstab df-h. Cool, we are fine. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to run some commands from here for the detach. Copy, fdisk -l. Okay, if you see here, 500 GB is still there. After I run these two commands, it's detached. Fdisk -l again, that volume is gone, 500 GB is not there. Now we are good to even remove it from here as well. We are going to go detach and detach volume. So in summary, this volume was our first volume which was having data. some corruption happened or somebody deleted anything, we need to make a restoration of the block volume. So as per the action plan, we detach this volume. We are not going to delete it, we are just detached it, okay, by removing it from the operating system level as well. And we are going to attach the restored volume. We go to the same compartment, and here this is the one, restore v1, which we run, restore v1. All right, path, you can assign it any available path. Coming down and attach it. So the restored volume, we are attaching it to the block volume section. So once this is attached, we are going to run it from the operating system level as well. Okay, this is attached. We go to the iSCSI commands, we will copy, and we say here one more time, fdisk -L, no new volume, okay, and we are going to just paste these commands and enter, fdisk -L. Alright, so this is the restored block volume. We have attached it to the operating system. Okay, we are just going to make one-time reboot to this machine just to be on safe side. Okay, like this volume should be there attached to the machine itself. After that, there is a couple of commands, because we don't have to make any file system on this, because already there was file system, there was data on this one, so we don't have to do anything. We just need to run a couple of commands and to mount it. That's nothing else required. Okay, the machine should be up now. Restart as an OPC. Okay, so this was my volume. All right, and if I say mount to /u01, that's it, nothing is required. I mean, and I say let's go inside and verify that we have the volumes inside. The data is there or no? Yeah, it is there, and that's what we require. All right, so here in this video I would just like to give a summarize introduction, like what we have done so far. So we have a VM, there was a block volume attached to it, there was data on the volume, a disaster has happened or corruption has happened, and the data is gone. We need to restore from the backup which is available. So what we did is, first of all, whatever the block volume was attached, we tried to detach it gracefully by removing it from the operating system level, and then detached from the here, and then from the backup itself, we create a restore. We restore the block volume. This was like our original backup. Okay, from the backup itself, we just click the restore. Okay, so restore came under the block volume section. Okay, and we attached that one to the instance itself. Okay, so we run the command to attach it, to connect to the instance itself, and after that we simply mount that volume, and that's it. We are done with the restoration of the block volume on the Linux. And you can also configure it as a persistent mount point by the same command, by getting the UUID of the restored environment, restored block volume. Okay folks, thank you.